what we're looking at here is a gutter downspout next to a wood post, and in some parts of the country this could be a problem. This particular building is in Arizona, where it's a drier desert climate, and you can see that the wood's not rotting. And of course, this property is well maintained also. I'd like to point that out. If you have something like this on a property where it's not maintained, then you're clearly going to be able to see any problems that they might have. If the property is maintained on a regular basis, people are going to be painting over problem areas and maintaining them like you should be anyway, to make sure that these problems don't get any worse. The reason why I made the video is just to provide you with an example of something you can do in certain parts of the country, but you cannot do in other parts. So for example, let's just say that this was located in the Pacific Northwest, and you can see that we've got plenty of sunlight here, but let's just say, for example, it was located in an area where it rains a lot, or there's a lot of moisture, and in the shade. And again, you can make these matters worse and worse. It could be in a riverbed, obviously, and it would be even worse. But just trying to provide you with a few things to think about if you see something you like. And again, these are some of the problems that we run into as builders. Someone goes to Arizona, but they live in Canada, and they wait, that's the exact house I want in Canada. You might not be able to build that particular house in Canada, and of course, when you take it the opposite way, you're probably not going to have a problem. You can build homes that are located in wet climates and dry climates with relatively few problems. But when you reverse that, and you have a home that was built for a dry climate, kind of like a desert, and you take it into the mountain areas or areas where high humidity and moisture, then this could be a totally different ball of wax. So I just wanted to point that out. If you can imagine this particular type of construction, that gutter downspout leaking onto the concrete for long periods of time, not being able to dry out, or the fact that concrete absorbs moisture and can absorb moisture for long distances. It can suck moisture. I've seen it suck moisture at least 3 feet from an area, if not longer. So, and if that's the case, you could have problems in the surrounding area. However, that's not the point I'd like to make. I'm talking about 3 inches here, less than 3 inches. Most downspouts are about 2.5 inches. So if you're going to have water leaking here for hours each day, and something like this was going to be in the shade, and it wasn't going to be drying out, then this board is going to get wet. And of course, we all know that wet lumber will eventually rot and need to be replaced. So again, just to recap everything, there are certain types of building methods you can use in certain parts of the country, and certain methods that you will not be able to.